everyone, it's Chloe and today I'm going to show you some art things to do when you're bored. This is a part 2, so if you want to check the first part, the link will be down below. So let's get started with the first idea, which is to make your own slinky spring using clay. As you can see, I have a ton of clay left over, so I'm going to put it to use by making the base for our slinky. I actually got this idea from the Welcome Home update on their website, and it had this photo of a little cute Barbie slinky, so I decided just to make one in real life. But if you don't know what Welcome Home is, then I recommend you go and search up some videos on YouTube, as there's quite a few people that do explain the whole entire story about it. Even though I'm making one from a full reference, you can just make any type of creature you want. Like you can do a cat, or a mouse, or even your own favourite type of like cartoon character. But yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities you can use to make these. So once I'm done making the animal base for the slinky, I let it dry, and then once it's done, I give it a coat of gesso just so we don't see any colours coming from the clay. Once the gesso has finished drying, it's time to paint. Since I already had a photo reference, it was pretty easy to know what colours I wanted to use. But another reason why I do like Welcome Home is because of all the colours that it has on the actual website, you know, like the colours of different characters, like the one I'm painting right now. And also does have a 70s feeling to it, like a 70s vibe. So if you do like the 70s and you like colours like me, then yeah, do give it a check out and see what you think about it. If you haven't noticed already, I'm actually reading the script to this video for a few reasons. One is that my last video was probably my worst voiceover, so I recommend you don't check that out because I don't even know what I'm saying in it half of the time. The second reason is that I'm not even sure what to say I'm recording, because I'll just look at the video as I'm recording and it's just words, my words get jumbled up like I'm doing right now. And the third one, I feel like if I do write down what I'm saying, then I can give you more like details on like what I'm doing, because I usually just say,
now I'm painting the base, now I'm doing this, now I'm doing that.
Don't really go into much detail, so that's the reason why I'm going to be doing scripts from now on, and I do think it's more efficient for me. Once I finished doing the painting, I decided to give Barnaby a few details off the camera, and then once I'd done that, I got a slinky offline, and then I glued this onto each side of the base, and then once I'd done that off camera again, this is how it looks. But yes, I'm so happy that this actually turned out much better than what I expected. Like, I just love the colours and design of it, and I'm actually glad to have this made for my room. And yes, if you're wondering, yes, the slinky still does work on it, which I do like. But yes, now let's move on to our next project, which is to make a knife painting. I got this idea from Mariah Elizabeth's Create This Book 2, where there was a prompt which was to create a knife painting, so that's what I did. Since I really enjoyed doing it, I decided to do this one on a bigger canvas. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably know what I'm painting, but if not, then I'm doing an art piece called The Tree of Life. I'm not sure why it's called that, but I'm pretty sure it may have to do with like the type of colours and how they all blend together. And yeah, but I do love this one just because of the colours, and this is why I chose to do it again. I'm also not sure if I was even doing this right or not, because my hand was in so much agony, and I don't know if it was because of the way I was holding the palette knife or not, but because of it I couldn't even get to some places because that's how sore my hand was, which is why this took me a few days to actually get it done. But I do really like how it does turn out at the end, which you will see soon. Once I did some parts of the paints with my acrylics, I drew on this tree base, and then I'm going to be getting out this modelling paste right here, and this is going to be for the leaves of the tree. And this is to give it more of like a 3D-ish type of look, just to make the painting more stand out and expressible. Once I added on the leaves for the knife painting, this is how the finished piece looks. And I'm so glad I decided to do this, as it is probably one of my favourite canvas paintings I have done so far. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier as well, I do like how the colours turned out on it. It's definitely just a masterpiece in my opinion. And I'm so glad that I did this. But now let's move on to our final art project for today, which is to paint a wooden house. I got this one from Hobbycraft, but I'm sure there's a ton of wooden houses you can paint that are online that are pretty cheap. And also mine is actually a storage box, which I actually wasn't expecting it to happen, but there you go. So for this house, I'm doing this based off of Welcome Home again, because I'm really into Welcome Home right now. And one of the characters from the site is Home, which is a house, if that wasn't known already. But as you can see, I'm using air dry clay to make the parts for it, and this was actually my first time working with air dry clay. But I really did enjoy using it, and this is how some parts for the home look. So I glued on the parts to the house with some hot glue, and once I let it dry, I went in with my white gesso to give this a nice white base to work on top of. Once the gesso is dry, it's time to paint. And since I already had a photo reference, it was pretty easy to paint this, as usual. But you can make your own wooden house, any type of design or style that you like. You can use whatever colours you want. You can even add bits of clay to it like I did, but just add your own type of style onto it. I just like to do this because I am really into Welcome Home right now. I should mention that the chimney isn't the best type of chimney I've ever seen, but if you do look at it from a different angle, I don't think it's that bad. But I should also mention that when I was painting this, it was really hard to kind of like go neat and tidy, like as you can see here. Like I had to go with a really small paintbrush just to do those little tiny details of yellow and all the other colours I'm going to be using. So I do recommend that if you are going to be making one of these using clay, I'd say paint on the clay first, and then once you've done that, glue it onto your house, because this will make it much easier to work with. I've also been wondering if any of you guys want me to re-upload my flip through for my Create This Book 2, just because I was rushing at that so much and I really don't like how I sound in it. And not to mention there was a hateful comment about how bad my voice was and how I couldn't understand it because of my accent or anything like that. But yeah, if you do need to upload a better version of it, then please let me know, because I'd be very gladly to redo that video again. But also, I don't know what the hate was for. Like, I do understand if you guys cannot understand my voice, that's absolutely fine. But there is times where you should keep, hate to yourself, or if you don't have anything to say, don't say it. So, yeah, comments like that really do kind of like wind me up a bit. But yeah, please, if you do not have anything to say, don't say it. Or if you do have any feedback on my videos, please let me know in the most positive way or most neutral way instead of adding hate to it, because at the end of the day I'm just gonna be rounded up by it. But I'm sorry, I just had to get that part in. But now I am just going into the final details of my home by doing in the eyes, and as you can see I have also done the door as well and added little parts to the bushes, which was fun. Once I finish the painting details, it's time to give this a coat of Mod Podge. This is just so the paint doesn't come off or get damaged, and also in the end it makes it look nice and shiny. So yeah, another reason why I do like my Mod Podge on things. And once that's dry, here is how the home looks. I'm so glad of how this turned out, as this was my first time using air dry clay, and the design of it's just so nice, and again the colours. But yes, I'm very happy with how this house little thing turned out. And again, there are stories, so you can add anything you want in mine. I don't know what to add in it yet, but I'll think of something. Here is everything that was made in today's video, and I'm so happy with all of them, and I hope you are too. Let me know which one was your favourite and what one you liked the best, and I will see you all in my next video for another artsy and crafty project. Bye!